Southwest Pacific, New Zealand. In February 1997, ABB awarded Owens Project Services the trucking contract for the combined cycle power project located in the North Island. The inland 60-kilometre haul route was complex, including tight manoeuvring through city streets and working in conjunction with the Roading Authority, Transit New Zealand and local district council. The complex haul route logistics also required Owens to build bypass roads, which included negotiations with private landowners and New Zealand Transrail. Together with road building, the transport plan also involved the shoring and strengthening of 14 bridges between the City of New Plymouth and the Stratford site. From the time of contract award, Owens had only a 4-month time frame, including engineering and design work, to complete the bridges and to cut 2 bypass roads, one 600 metres in length. Working under rigid regulatory approvals, including the Resource Management Act, bridge work also involved compliance permits for all work to be carried out above the riverbed. This required all scaffolding to be hung from the bridges. In July 1997, as bridge strengthening continued, the first heavy lift ship arrived at the Westgate Port in New Plymouth. For one bridge, it was necessary to negotiate special permission under Fish and Game regulations to carry out work from the riverbed. All materials used for shoring and bridge work were sourced and supplied by Owens Project Services. From initial planning, conception through to completion, total project time involved 6,000 man-hours, with a cargo volume exceeding 5,000 tonnes weight and 13,000 cubic metres, including general freight and containers. This transformer weighed 235 tonnes, with the 4 heaviest modules involved in the contract ranging from 90 tonnes through to 370 tonnes. All heavy loads were first received ex-ship's hook direct onto a 16-axle, 1.5 wide Goldhofer trailer, and then hauled to the port laydown area. Due to the exposed wharf conditions, allowing a strong surge at the port, a special tieback system had to be designed to land the 3 heaviest modules to the trailers. This included manufacture of custom-built plates and incorporated load tension from 3 giant shore-based forklifts. This well-planned system proved successful in a difficult situation. The large modules and general cargo for the project were spread over 2 heavy lift ships. In preparation for highway transport, the heavy loads were first placed onto block-out beams. For the 370-ton gas turbine and the 320-ton generator, specially designed carrying and jack-out support frames had to be manufactured to allow the heavy modules to be transported by this method. Owens understands that this was the first time worldwide that a gas turbine of this type had been supported in a beam set for road transportation. A special support frame had to be designed and fabricated to suspend both units during road transportation. This support system required 170 hours of design work. One 16-axle trailer was placed at each end of the load, and a beam carrier connected to both trailers. The load was then hung from the top of the beams. Once all connections were made and the load secured to the beam carrier, the trailer configuration was raised and the block-out beams removed. Modules and all equipment were now ready for transport to project site. overall length of on-highway heavy hauls exceeded 130 metres, with a total train weight approaching 1,000 tonnes. Tractive effort was provided by 5 prime movers, totalling 2,400 horsepower. This city bridge proved an initial obstacle through weight restrictions. However, following intensive consultation between Owens and the city engineers, a successful plan was presented by Owens to completely mat the entire bridge. This included 9 crane mats 9 metres long by 1.8 metres wide, 300 millimetres deep and weighing 4.5 tonnes each. Daytime turns to night as a major haul commences transport through the city streets. Transport equipment used on the project included 66 lines of trailer equipment, being 48 lines of Goldhofer trailers and 18 lines of Cometto trailers. The night hauls proved a popular attraction with sightseers as the loads passed along the city streets and through the smaller towns. The haul route included 7% gradients and crossfalls, with turns exceeding 90 degrees. Owens Project Services operate under ISO 9002 certification, and at all times throughout the contract, compliance with its quality control systems was maintained. This also included an unblemished record in health and safety provisions, and no man-hours were lost during the course of the total contract. Additional to Owens trailer equipment, subcontractor Megalift also supplied some support equipment from Australia. Throughout the total transport contract, the Roading Authority, Transit New Zealand, monitored all bridge work and reported bridge deflection did not exceed the allowable tolerance levels. Due to the low height of overhead electrical cables, many wires had to be removed prior to each load passing. This became critical during the early morning hours when local dairy farmers needed power for their daily milking. Throughout the winter months, when adverse conditions prevailed, nighttime temperatures often dropped below freezing point. During the night hauls, ground clearance was marginal, working on occasions within 20 millimeters clearance. A 24-hour operation, running parallel with night movement, was the road transport of smaller modules, general cargo, and containers. This cargo was trucked direct from port storage in both New Plymouth and Auckland to the project site. Each of the major hauls was completed over a 2-night duration. On the project site, more difficulties arose due to lack of storage space and restricted access. Thorough planning was required to maneuver loads for delivery to final destination. Owens Project Services were also awarded on-site installation involving jacking and skating of the 3 heaviest modules. Following road transport, final positioning was achieved by Owens using specialist sliding equipment. In November 1997, the transport contract was completed on time and to the satisfaction of all parties involved.